Hello, traders. Great to be with you. TradingWithBill.com. I'm Bill, and yes, we're still in Thailand, and we're going to talk a little bit about Forex. Traders, I have to tell you, this morning has been a nightmare. Computers are great when they work, but when they don't work, this is my third time trying to do this video. What happens is when I do this video, I don't see me, right? I just look at the charts, I look at the screen, that's it. I don't see nothing. But when I replay it back, like my voice stops in the middle of the video. So anyhow, this is the third time. Hopefully it's going to work. We'll get a move on here. So, okay, so let's see what's going on today. And those of you in the U.S., happy Valentine's Day. Big Valentine's Day here in Thailand. They celebrate it pretty big. It's kind of cool. So Brazil has Carnival this week, and they're having a great time. What do we got? API Weekly Crude Oil Stock came out today, 3.9, which is a bad number. They're expecting 2.8. Westpac Consumer Sentiment came out. No forecast, so no impact on the markets. Japan had GDP year-on-year, quarter-on-quarter, both bad numbers. And we have inflation expectations out of New Zealand in like 25 minutes. So yeah, because we're at 8:30 a.m. in the morning in Thailand. That would be 20:30 on Wall Street on a Tuesday night. What do we have? German GDP comes out today, both year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter today. Also, the same for the Euro GDP year-on-year, quarter-on-quarter. I got an ECB member speaking. Then we get into the U.S. session, and we have core CPI today and another ECB person speaking. And then we have core retail sales today, which I think probably will be the big one for today. And we have retail sales month on month also. We have our typical crude oil inventories as we do every Wednesday, and Cushing crude oil inventories. I always called it crushing. Unbelievable. All right, so let's take a look here. This is S&P 500 futures is up 0.01%. Pardon me for coughing. Yeah, so it's almost say after 8:30, and I've been at my desk since 5:15 this morning. So like I put in almost a full day, right? Nasdaq futures is up 0.08%. The Dow is up 0.16%. Small cap 2000 up 0.24%. DAX is down 0.70%. The S&P 500 VIX is negative 2.50, with U.S. dollar index negative 0.02%. Let's take a look at oil. So oil, is at these levels now. So we have Brent at 62.86, and we got WTI crude at 59.24. These are great numbers, right? We're looking for a buying opportunity here. They're not going to let this get much lower. It might go down to 58, somewhere in there, but it's not going to get much lower than that. And they're going to take this back up. So, this is just watch your charts and get ready, right? Be ready to hit that button and take this to the upside. So gold is back to the 133 level. It's been a while since we've been at the 133 level. So gold has gone up. It's at $1,333.50 as I speak to you now. So gold is back at a level that, like I said, we haven't seen for a couple of weeks, like almost 3 weeks. So it's clawing its way back up there, and it's up 0.23%. U.S. coffee is positive 0.99%. All right, my friends, let's get to the charts and see what's going on. Here's the euro. This is just, this is that resistance, right? We have this 2370 area. This 2380 area is where I'd watch. If we get a move here to the downside, right? So I'm looking at something maybe like this, right? Maybe we'll get something like this, right? And then we can take this to the downside here. At the 50 area, 123.50, somewhere in that area, take the downside. Now, do not be surprised my good friends, if we see this up at this 80 area up here, and of course we would love to take that at the 80 area there. What do I like about this chart? Well, what I like about this chart is this was a nice move up. However, we have a nice wide open space here, right? Nice wide open space. So no reason to like get all worried. You know, we don't have anything until 2300, right? 2300, we get, if you look left of the chart, you know, we've got to have some support. So we got a nice ride down for 30 pips, maybe even 40 pips before we have to worry about hitting the support area. So this is nice. You know, this is what we look for in trading. Wide open spaces, nice levels. These are all about levels, right? And we're just going to break this trend line. You'd like to see it break it, retest it, hit it again, and then we'll take it to the downside. All right, that's my play on the euro. Let's take a look at the Great British Pound. A lot of data. You know, see, this doesn't do anything in my mind. There's really nothing here that is workable, right? Like, we're not going to do really anything here. You know, I would fib this, just bring this down, right? 2 to the right, 2 to the left, right? There you go. And, you know, you want this up at the 618, right? We're going to take this back up to the 618. And, you know, I'd rather it come up to here, but I don't know if it's going to do that. But the 618, you can spot that in there. You know, that's at 39.60. And then at 39.20, you're going to come into another support level. That's all right. You're 40 pips into the trade already. You break even. It's a free trade. You know, trail it, put it, you know, roll your stops down as you do, and just protect yourself in the trade. But we need this to pull back to that 618 Fibonacci level. I think it'd be a good idea on that one. Let's NZDUSD. Yeah, let's take a look at New Zealand. Not a lot going on here. Nice move to the upside. It did come down a little bit. Remember, we saw this yesterday, hit this up move, and you know, now we're seeing another day later, it's starting to come back down again. Another great, looks like another great trend line here, right? This just looks pretty, pretty trend line-ish. Do you like that? Trend line-ish? Yeah, trend line-ish. Yeah, trend line-ish. All right, so here you got, you know, nice three-touch trend line. It's, you know, this current candle is just below. We need to close below that, right? And so we're going to look at like 72.65, 72 in that area, somewhere in here. Yeah, sure, why not? Like 65 is great, right there. So 72.65, we'll look to get in this. You do have stuff left of the chart. And, you know, just realize that this is not going to be a nice open space like we saw on the other chart. This has got some stuff left of the chart. So what you're hoping for is that the dollar gets a bump, right? A bump to the upside, and this will take a nice ride to the down. You know, we're bearish in this. We want to sell this. Do I think it's going to go back up to 3,100? It could. Anything is possible. So we just might as well mark the chart there. You know, just make a note of that. That you know, your 3,100 level is right there, and you know, if it pops back up again, that of course is the ultimate place to short this. That would be my preferred spot. So that's what's going on there. Let's take a look at the dollar CAD. Not a lot moving here. You know, I thought we'd see more, but you know, it's really just maintaining this sideways price action in this range, as we've talked about for some time. Right. So you know, again, it all comes back to levels, and all comes back to the old levels here. Right. Here's another one here. So, like, I guess my point is, I just don't want to get in this. I don't want to be in this very. Oh, that's the one. Let's bring this out. There we go. There we go. Bring that baby out. There you go. Yeah, I just don't want to be in this mess. This just looks really complicated, right? A lot of levels, a lot of, you know, areas, zones, or whatever you want to call them here. So it's nothing that sparks my fancy. One more. Let's do one more. And you know, I've always like to look at the Euro Aussie. Nice move here. This was a nice move. I don't know if anybody caught this. This would have been very early in Asia. Remember, this is 30-minute chart. But this was really a nice move here. I surely didn't see it. But this would have been sweet, sweet trade here. Now, there's really nothing to do here, folks. If you look left of the chart, we have a mess here, you know, coming into some pretty significant support levels. The 5,700 levels coming up, 21 pips away. So, yeah, we don't want to do anything with this. We'd like to see it bounce back. Do I think that's going to happen? Not with the Euro Aussie. The Euro Aussie, once it gets in a mode, it just goes, right? You can see it on the up move, it just goes. It doesn't care what's in its way, it just goes. Well, the same thing's going to happen here with the down move. This is probably going to perform an L, right? And as my friend Chris would say, for lower, and it's just going to continue down to the downside. So, you know, I wouldn't look for this to bounce back up. It'd be nice, because that would be a nice entry at that 57.75 area for a short. It's time. It's that time. Let's take a look at the dollar index. Yeah, taking a beating, my friends, just taking a beating with the dollar index. I watched this yesterday, you know, all during London into the U.S. I watched this thing just get hammered to the downside, and it was slow and it was hard to watch. But it, you know, it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, just taking a beating. Right? We were doing so well. We were in that 90 area. What was it? 90, almost 90.50 up there, 90.60. Thought we were going to head up to maybe 91, 92. Nah, it's not happening. It's just not happening. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being with me. TradingWithBill.com. Always remember to trade smart, not hard. We'll see you tomorrow morning in Asia. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.